Okay, so it is the eve of St. Nicholas Day. So today's story is going to be a St. Nicholas Day themed story. Now, here's the fun part. I never actually traditionally celebrated St. Nicholas Day. I mean, I know of it, but the most I did was at church. We did like a whole thing, and then St. Nicholas came and gave us, a bag full of treats and an orange. Though technically I think it might have been a clementine, but same diff. And that's the gist of it. But I did some snooping online on how St. Nicholas Day is actually celebrated in countries that do celebrate it. So this is my hot mess, I guess, of a St. Nicholas Day story. Snow was falling thick and quiet over the village. The rooftops were covered in soft white blankets of snow, and the scent of fire floated through the air as smoke emitted from the chimneys of the houses. Inside a small house at the end of the lane, 6-year-old Antoni was busy polishing his boots. "Mama," he asked, setting them carefully on the windowsill, "do you think Święty Mikołaj will find our house this year?" His mom smiled as she kneaded dough for cookies. "Of course he will. He travels through the night on December 5th, visiting every good child in Poland," she said. "But remember, he doesn't just look for clean boots. He looks for kind hearts, too." Antoni thought of the times that he had helped his babcia carry her basket from the market and how he'd shared his toys with his little brother Oscar. That night, after dinner, the family gathered by the fireplace. Antoni and Oscar listened to their babcia tell the old stories of how St. Nicholas was once a bishop and how he helped the poor in secret, slipping coins into their shoes left outside the doors. She told the story every year to make sure that they never forgot the true meaning of the day. The morning sun woke Antoni up, and he ran to the window and gasped. Inside his boots was a bright orange, a small handful of gold foil chocolate coins, and a tiny wooden horse. It was perfect. But when he looked at Oscar's little boots, he saw that a single chocolate coin was resting inside. Antoni looked at his little brother, who was upset, so he picked up his orange and 2 of his coins and quietly placed them into Oscar's boots. "Maybe Święty Mikołaj was in a hurry," he said. Oscar smiled as their mom watched from the kitchen door, her eyes warm and proud. "It seems that Święty Mikołaj did come again," she whispered, "through you." Antoni smiled. Had he really come back through him? He couldn't say for sure, but what he could say was seeing his little brother so happy made him feel happy too. That evening after dinner, the family went to church for the special Mikołajki Mass. Bells chimed from the steeple, echoing across the snowy hills. As Antoni knelt beside his family, he whispered, "Thank you, Święty Mikołaj, for the orange, for Oscar's smile, and for reminding me what being good really means." Outside, the wind swirled through the quiet streets, and for just the briefest moment, Antoni thought he heard a bishop's staff against the cobblestones outside. Antoni looked around, but only saw the faithful parishioners kneeling in prayer. But he would tell anyone who listened that Święty Mikołaj was there with them that day. The end. I know, random, but the internet, mainly Reddit, did kind of help a little bit with, people seemingly asking this question. I think I found like a subreddit thread like from years ago, and people just kind of talking about the day and how it's celebrated and everything like that. And I took the inspiration from, Poland because, Polish is my ethnicity. So I kind of pulled from that. But yeah, that is my St. Nicholas Day themed story, and I hope that all of you that do celebrate St. Nicholas Day have a great day. And come back not tomorrow, but the day after for another short story. Bye, guys.